Okay, our next topic is passing parameters to the server. In here we are going to pass some parameters to the server side request. One traditional way is to use query sharing arguments as part of the XML HTTP request. I will explain follow example and then you will be able to understand about that. In here, parameters args in being passed with an value 1, 2, 3. In here I have passed argument 1, 2, 3 and I have passed through in here. Okay, let's deeply examine this code. This method of passing arguments to the services typically uses with the GET request as shown in the preceding code. However, I can also be used with POST request as well as shown in the above example. Now, webform 1.xpx. This webform 1.xpx can extract the query string arguments from the URL and use this to return the appropriate data back to the client. A simple example of extracting query string arguments using the server-side codes shown in here. This is the code for that. Okay, now you know what is the HTTP request and how to dealing with data and how to pass parameters to the server. We are going to know about HTTP handlers. What is HTTP handler? A more typical approach to handle those requests is to use the HTTP handler. A handler has the ability to respond to requests with more direct control over the response data. Essentially, one HTTP handler exists very early in the ASP.NET process in pipeline and can deal directly with requests without having to worry about the HTTP data being generated by the page and unnecessary burden of the entire page lifecycle. Additionally, the handler need not concern with having the initial request be a property formed page but can instead have it be a customer formatted message that has meaning with the context of the application. Often this is an XML document used to transfer data between the client and the server. Okay, look at this example code. To demonstrate the use of the HTTP handler to accept arguments sent from an HTTP request object, you first define the user interface within the web page as shown in the following code. This simple code shows the drop-down list within a list of 3 customers. When one of the customer is selected, that the customer ID is used as part of the asynchronous request to request a specific set of data partitioning to the customer's dealings only. The extract data from the required body within your HTTP handler, you can add that following code to handler implementation section. In here, to extract data to the HTTP handler, you will be able to understand, examine this code. Our next technologies, we will explain about our next technologies behind Ajax in our next lecture series. Thank you very much.